care, and therefore it will be needless. Some of the interventions will help these people prevent going to hospital, and if they go to hospital, it's likely to be at level 2, 3 kind of hospitals, and therefore the bigger facilities will be reserved for complicated, chronic, and serious ailments. And therefore, going forward, we must continue with this partnership and providing investments both at county level, national government level, to the health sector. I note that investment in the health sector calls for massive financial and human resources. Certainly, acquisition of the latest health infrastructure, expanded service provision, and promotion of preventive measures demand significant resources. The more reason the two levels of government, international and local partners, must pull in the same direction to make sure that we have enough human and financial resources, equipment, and everything else that we require to be able to roll out a health care system that is inclusive, accessible, affordable, and within reach to the majority of the people of Kenya. So far, I just want to commend the very, very profound and consequential partnership that has generated the provision of over 100 community health promoters across Kenya, partnership between county governments and the national government. And thank you very much, Governor Sakaja, the governors, all the other 46 governors in our country. You were very open to this partnership, notwithstanding that the fact that health is devolved, and there's nothing wrong in national government supporting county governments to deliver health, because I think the initial days of the struggles for who does what function, I think those days are now behind us. There is nothing, even in our devolution structure, that suggests that the national government cannot support county governments to deliver on the functions that are vested with the county governments. Therefore, I think that's a highlight. I think the next level of partnership in the coming months and coming days is going to be in the provision of diagnostic and other equipment at the hospitals, especially level 2, 3, and 4, maybe 2, 3 hospitals, because that's where it matters. If we get proper diagnosis in level 2 and 3, we will absorb the burden that now level 4 and 5 and 6 are facing, and help very many people and make health more accessible to many people in our country. Through collaboration with development partners, county governments, and other stakeholders, we will gradually make the impact by improving the well-being of our citizens. This conference therefore serves as a step in the right direction towards enhancing and sustaining joint efforts in promoting health, nutrition, and the well-being of our nation, continent, and world in general. I therefore urge you to harness the opportunity and set pace for all the other counties, because as the governor has said, of course, he should have waited for us to say it, Nairobi is the premier county. Nairobi, for us in Kenya, is our firstborn county. Nairobi leads, the rest of the country follows. It is the gateway to our country, and therefore, what Nairobi does in matters health is definitely going to have a ripple effect on what the other counties will do in our country. So next time, Governor, just wait until we give you the accolades and the praises. As you are aware, Nairobi County is the centerpiece of Kenya's operations. Leading in matters health will therefore definitely trigger a positive ripple effect on the other counties in our country. I respectfully submit that deliberate initiatives by the county governments, especially in low-income areas, will go a long way in enhancing grassroots service delivery. The die is cast, the citizens are expectant, the high expectations the governor's talked about. Delivering our promises will leave footprints on the path to prosperity. Let us therefore unite in doing our best, our honest part to serve the citizens of this great republic. I just want to say two other short and very quick things, just to emphasize what I've said in so much English. That this country is one. We have one indivisible country. We have one national interest, and we have one national priority. That national priority is, and the national interest, is in ensuring that Kenya remains viable, Kenya becomes progressively prosperous, and Kenya remains one united and one prosperous country for all its people. That is the national vision. And therefore, the devolution that we so much cherish is to help us harness that, the fundamentals of that national vision, to make us work faster, more efficiently, so that we realize our objectives in a quicker format. I say so because we will need to emphasize the need for us to rally ourselves so that we realize our national objectives and the national vision. The survival of this country, many decades from now, many centuries from today, when many people in this room will not be present, lies in forging and clarifying our national vision, our national interest, and working towards it, all of us, all the levels of government, all the arms of government, other stakeholders in the society, non-governmental actors, international partners, the academia, the citizens of Kenya, all of us, we have a role to play to strengthen not only the health systems of our country, but to strengthen the prosperity, inclusivity, and the unity of our country. It's very important for us to repeat that. Yesterday, His Excellency the President, while addressing the nation on a different matter, did emphasize that we do have a few challenges in some of the sectors that this administration is trying to reform. Health is one of them. The Kenya Kwanza administration's agenda for health, which has resulted in the current reform movement, is anchored in the national vision that I have already said, and it is for the better of this country. That reform is not just to change and revamp health institutions, but it is to ensure that the new system reaches out to as many of our people as possible, so that health, nutrition, does not become a preserve of some people in Kenya. It becomes accessible and affordable to as many people as possible, those who call Kenya home. And the President did say, which I want to reiterate, that SHA and the health reforms, challenging as the reforms are, those reforms will succeed. And he said, because those reforms are well-intentioned and anchored on our national vision, the reforms will succeed so that way, those who think a country like Kenya, a developing country, with all its challenges, cannot roll out a successful health reform program that has been impossible to roll out in some of even the developed countries. Those who think that a country like Kenya cannot do it will live to see the success of this program, because it will succeed. And he said it will succeed because we have clear vision what this means to the people of Kenya, what a healthier population means, because it means a healthier population means a more productive people, and that will help us in terms of our economic goals and the other aspirations that we look for, including the stability of our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will succeed. And you, Nairobi County, and the other 46 counties, you are going to be the determinants. What you do in this sector, in the other sectors, will determine whether we will put this country on the path which we have always desired to put it. I wish you well. I have a lot of faith in what this conference means for Nairobi and for Kenya. In my past life, I was an academic, and I know science moves the world. I am glad you're meeting here to talk science and to talk knowledge, because we can have as many programs as possible, but unless they are informed by science and knowledge, they will not be sustainable. So I really wish I could stay longer here and listen and learn. But as the governor has promised, please submit your research findings, recommendations, deliberations, and outputs of this conference to the office of the president, so that we can also learn from what Nairobi County is doing, and we can also learn from the reflections of this meeting. If we do that, and we meet here next year, perhaps, God willing, we will then be in a position to examine what we'll have been able to achieve by that time. Other than that, once more, I want to thank you, wish you well, continue praying for Kenya, continue wishing our country well, and let us learn from each other and learn that a nation is built by its own people, and there are no other people. We will do it for ourselves, but we will also do it for the generations that are not born yet. That is what we are supposed to do. I wish you well. I know there are a few issues outstanding, Governor, between national government and county governments. We are working on, as chair now of IBEC, the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council, which brings the two levels of government together. We are unlocking the funding and resource issues and a few other issues that are outstanding in a very mutually respectful manner. We want to build cordial relations and build that synergy that is positive for our country's interest. And therefore, going forward, we'll have many more of these events. I wish you well. Thank you very much. God bless Kenya. God bless our city, Nairobi. Asante sana.
Event. And so, Your Excellency, I know you're in a bit of a rush, and we want to really thank you for joining us today.